Well, we've got a kind of a troubling story when you actually think about the top lawman in the United States of America is our Attorney General, right? Well, it turns out Eric Holder, our Attorney General, revealed to Juan Williams something very, very troubling. He's not just a referee trying to interpret the law, Peter Johnson Jr. He is an activist.
He says he's an activist. Here's what he said to Juan Williams. If you want to call me an activist Attorney General, I will proudly accept that label. Any Attorney General who is not an activist is not doing his or her job. The responsibility of the Attorney General is to change things and bring us closer to ideals expressed in our founding documents, to change things. I thought it was to enforce the law and to prosecute people who do wrong and engage in civil litigation as well.
Yeah.
Judge Nandro Napolitano was here earlier this morning, and he really articulately and eloquently talked about the role of the Attorney General and Eric Holder.
To look at the law, to look at human behavior, decide whether it's legal or not, decide whether there's evidence or not to prosecute, independent of the ideological wishes of the president. That's the reason we have an Attorney General. Now, we connote activist with someone who injects their own ideology and uses that as a guidepost in exercising the official power of the government. That's not what we want.
I also asked the judge if he thought Eric Holder would be unhappy looking back, whether it was a good idea to use the word activist when being interviewed by Juan Williams for his column in The Hill. And he said, yeah, I think he's probably going to wish he had never said that. But in the piece, it seems he thinks activist is a badge of honor. He's also been called President Obama's heat shield, being able to talk about things that the president can't easily talk about.
Well, we've got an activist president. Why wouldn't we have an activist Attorney General?
Yeah, activist usually connotes something that's very political, someone who's involved in a political way trying to change things. And he indicated that he's trying to change things as an Attorney General. What do you think? Is that the role of an Attorney General, enforce the law, or to activate some sea change, perhaps of a political nature?
All right, it's